What's going on, my TRX family, community, and friends? I am your coach, TRX coach Luis Lopez. I'm gonna rock and roll with you today with another live stream video. Today's challenge, or today's class, will be fun and challenging, but just a couple of key things you wanna make sure you have ready before you begin, all right? So, number one, you wanna make sure you have a mat or somewhere that's comfortable, because we are gonna be on your back and obviously on your stomach doing certain things, so I just wanna make sure you have the ability to grab a mat when you're ready. Number two, we are gonna use a medicine ball today, so you're gonna see here I have my medicine ball with me. If you have one with you, awesome. If for any reason you don't have a medicine ball, you're also more than welcome to use a dumbbell or some type of weight that you can hold in your hand. So I wanna make that really clear. The med ball will be ideal, but if not, if you have a dumbbell or some type of weight that you can hold in one arm, that'll be preferred. So, and also at the end of the day, you don't have to do this with anything. You can do this as a body weight challenge as well, but typically with a little bit more weight, it'll be a little bit more fun, okay? I did say two things or a couple things, but there is actually one more thing. Make sure to also have your water ready. So if you do have your water, make sure you got that ready to go, because you are gonna sweat and you are gonna work in this class, okay? We're gonna start with a 5-minute warm up to make sure I get you ready to rock and roll. Then after that, we're gonna do a round of some core work to really activate those abs, obviously the low back, everything together. After that, we're gonna do 2 specific rounds of which we're gonna work on rotation and work on some legs. A little bit of conditioning in there, but you'll notice it's gonna be a little bit more of isometric work, holds and pulses to make sure you really feel that burn, okay? So, last thing, quickly, we don't have any music. The reason why is because I wanna make sure you can hear me clearly, and also that you can have your playlist ready to go. So if you have it ready, get it started, because we're gonna start in the next 8 seconds, all right? So first thing I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you start right on the ground right away. And what we're gonna do from here is I'm gonna have you do what's called a moving child's pose. So all we're doing is we're just dropping those hips behind you, all the way back, breathe, and then all the way back up, okay? So notice here when I come all the way back, make sure that you're getting nice and low. You'll notice that I'm gonna bounce a little bit, and that's actually just for my sake, because I like to do this. You're not required to bounce, but if you just wanna get that little bit of a bounce in between each one, that'll be great. Remember, we're not counting reps, we're just going by time, so I wanna make sure you're taking your time as you go. Each time as you drop those hips, can you get a little bit deeper? This is gonna be important as you go. Notice my arms are staying nice and straight every time I move, okay? So I'm gonna do one more. Then from here, we're gonna stay doing that same positioning, but this time I'm gonna switch it up with a push-up. So back, and then a slight push-up. If you can go all the way to the ground, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. So once again, you're just trying to bend those arms a little bit as you go forward, so I'll show a modified version. If you just wanna do a slight press, and then all the way back, this is also okay as well. But once again, if you can get all the way down, that would be ideal, only if you're ready for it, okay? So I'm just gonna have us do 2 more. Coming all the way back, breathing, all the way forward, nice press, all the way back, and nice. Now from here, we're gonna get right into our plank. I'm gonna have you hold for 10 seconds, 10 slow seconds on my count. 9, 8, keep the glutes nice and active. 7, 6, brace your core, keep the arms straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here, do not drop the knees. Go ahead and bring that right leg forward. I'm gonna have you bring your elbow to your knee, and we're gonna do 5 circles around that ankle. Yes, 5. So I just did 3, I just did 4, and I did 5. So once you get those 5 in, we're gonna go back to plank. We're gonna switch to the left side. Same thing, elbow to knee. Go ahead and draw those circles out. 5 circles. You can go slow, you can go fast, but whatever you do, make sure that you're getting those circles in there, all right? Elbow to knee. Beautiful work. Do not forget those 5 circles. Notice my back leg is nice and straight, so make sure to maintain that leg nice and straight. Nice. I'm going to do one more. And once again, those circles I'm going to make just a little bit bigger to finish. Beautiful. I'm going to hold that plank one more time, and I'm going to hold it for another 10. So activate your glutes. Get your arms nice and straight. I just want you to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and drop those knees. I'm gonna have you come all the way up to standing. All right, from here, we're gonna just do a couple of yoga swings to begin. So once again, my arms are all the way up. I'm gonna sweep all the way down as low as I can go, and then return. So sweeping down, keeping the legs straight for now. Just keep those legs as straight as you can. We're gonna do one more of these, and then I'm gonna have you start bending your knees. So now, same thing, just start to bend those knees a little bit, so you can dig a little bit deeper, and you can get a little bit lower. Beautiful work. So now I'm really causing some mobility in those arms, in those shoulder joints. I'm gonna do one more. Nice. Now from here, open your feet up just a little bit. I call these skiers. So you're gonna bring the arms up, just sweep those arms all the way through, just as if you're skiing down a slope. And as I go down, I breathe out, go ahead and begin. Nice work. Breathe. Notice I reset with those arms straight up in the air, and I come straight down, bend those knees, those arms are nice and loose, okay? Beautiful. I'm gonna have you do a couple more of these. I'm gonna have you do one more. Nice. Now from here to finish our warm-up, we're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna do what I call hand walks, just all the way forward, all the way back, arms up. So I'm just gonna have you do a couple more, because after this, we're gonna get prepped right into our core round. In 3, 2, 1, and nice. Okay, so you'll start to notice that you should feel a little bit more warmed up, some nice mobility in those shoulders, and we're gonna get right into that core work. Remember, I promised you that we're gonna work that out today. So, make sure you have your medicine ball ready. For our first round of work, we're gonna do 45 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest. We're gonna do 5 different exercises. Then we're gonna repeat everything again, in which I'm gonna cut down the work a little bit and cut down the rest so you can go a little bit quicker, okay? Remember, 5 different exercises. I'm gonna show you number 1. In between the rest, I'm gonna show you the next one. So, with plenty of time to go, we're gonna lay all the way down. Notice first that my arms are nice and straight. The goal is I'm gonna start with my left leg. I wanna get that leg up as high as I can, then touch the toe with that medicine ball. All right, so the goal is first the leg up, and then that crunch is we're gonna start with these one leg V-ups, all right? So the one leg V-up again, leg up, touch, and switch. Are we ready to go? In 3, 2, 1, here we go. So reach up, touch, and then switch sides. Now from here, notice that I'm keeping my leg as straight as I can. Notice that I'm also just going slow because we have 45 seconds of work. So the goal here is just for me to really start to feel it in that core, in those abs. Obviously, you'll start to feel it in those hip flexors, and of course in your back, okay? So you just wanna make sure that everything feels good as you go, but make sure to reach up as high as you can each time, and then from there, switch sides, okay? If those arms are getting really tired, you can go ahead and let go of the ball like I'm doing now, if that ball's starting to get a little too heavy. Otherwise, continue to reach. And for those of you that want a little bit more work, can you reach a little higher each time? Beautiful. Now, from here, I'm gonna turn to face you. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a knee tuck ball switch. What does that mean? So notice I start on the right side. I'm gonna come all the way up above the air and then switch sides. That's all I'm gonna have you do, and I will make a progression for those that want a little bit harder, but we're just really just reaching up and then down to the other side. Okay, ready? Go ahead and begin. Remember, 45 seconds of work. Notice the elbows are slightly bent. This allows me to have better balance with that ball. Notice I come above my head, both hands together, and then all the way down. And notice my feet, my heels are in the air to make sure I'm really activating that core as I go. Now for the experts, if you want a little bit tougher, what you can do is when you come up here, give me 2 knee tucks. Easy stuff, right? So for those that want a little bit more of a challenge now, 2 knee tucks when that ball's in the air, okay? So keep going. You're looking really good. I'm just gonna maintain the stability side. If you're also getting really tired with those legs, drop the heels on the ground. It is all good as long as you're keeping that ball moving as you go. Last couple seconds. Beautiful. Now from here, we're gonna flip over, facing the ball, looking down. I'm gonna have you do what's called a ball plank climber. So you're doing a plank, but the goal is to start moving that knee toward that ball. Notice that I'm marching it out to start. For those of you that want to run it out, you're more than welcome to, but I'm going to start marching. Here we go. So once again, staying strong. Are your arms as straight as they can be? Is your body stiff and straight like a surfboard? This is very important. I want apples, not applesauce in those glutes. So keep those glutes activated as we go. And make sure to breathe. It's all good. Now from here, we still got about 25 seconds left. I'm going to go ahead and step it up a little bit by going a little bit faster. So for those of you that haven't gone a little faster yet, you're more than welcome to go now. Now notice when I'm moving, that ball still stays still. If it's way too hard to hold onto that ball, your hands can be on the ground. The ball's not necessary if it's too tough. You're getting close to the end. Last couple seconds. Nice, drop the knee. Now watch me closely. We're gonna do a side plank, but guess what? I'm gonna have this ball in the air. So notice I already have it up, elbow comes down, feet are together, and I'm gonna hold. If that looks too hard, notice my left knee is on the ground. This is a modified version if you want, okay? So we're gonna get started. 3, 2, 1, all the way up. For those of you that have your full body up, awesome work. Just hold, and notice that I have the ball, and I'm just hanging out. Now, keep it here if you can. For those that's getting really tough, you can also convert over to that left knee on the ground. Notice my right leg is still straight, but this allows me to maintain stability and still get work, okay? So for those that need the modification, all good. If it's getting really hard to just hold that ball up there, just go ahead and drop it. It's all good. The weight is not necessary. It's only there to give you an extra challenge, okay? Notice that my feet are together, keeping them as straight as I can. And of course, breathing and keeping those hips up as we are almost finishing here. In 3, 2, 1, yes, relax. Now we are gonna do the other side, so the same exact thing. Remember, get that ball up first so that you can hold your stability. Make sure those feet are nice and straight, and make sure that elbow is stacked underneath that shoulder so you can hold as strong as you can. I'm gonna start on the modified version for those that's starting to get pretty tough. And remember now the right knee is on the ground, and once again my left leg is straight, but I still am working on that side plank. Just a little bit different, okay? So hold it there. I'm gonna go back to the harder version, the upgraded version. Notice that my hips are staying strong, and look at that ball as it stays above me as much as I can keep it. Notice that my arm is as straight as I can. And look, keep in mind my elbow that's on the ground. I have a 90-degree angle in this arm on the ground, as you can see, to make sure I have good stability. Keeping those feet together as much as possible. Legs are as straight as they can be. Still activating those glutes. I know I make this look easy, but this is definitely already a challenge. So hold it, last few seconds. In 3, 2, 1, yes. Go ahead and relax. Woo. That was not easy, but guess what? We're gonna do everything one more time, but here's the challenge. I'm gonna step it up by dropping your time to 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, which means I would like you to do everything a little bit quicker. And I'll make a couple of modifications and challenges as we go. So, you remember the first exercise was the one leg V-up. So now what I want you to do, can you go a little bit quicker? But of course, not sacrificing form and technique. We want to keep that the same. Ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. So, if you're ready for it, can you go a little bit quicker? I would like to see it, but only if you can, and only if it feels good to you, and that you're maintaining that form at all times. Make sure to breathe. Beautiful work. Can you reach a little higher? Are those legs straight as they can be as you're switching back and forth? Yes. Remember, only 10 seconds. We're going to do that arm switch. Remember, the arm switch is all the way up. Hold and switch sides, okay? So take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I'm dropping to the right, all the way up, dropping to the left. Now, remember, it's only 30 seconds, so if you can go a little bit quicker, this is going to make you work a little bit more on your stability. And for those that are the experts, you know what to do with those 2 knee tucks in between. All I'm looking for is a little bit more speed as we go. Let's see if you got it. A little bit more speed. Keeping those arms slightly bent so that you have the ability to keep the balance on that ball. 3, 2, 1. Yes, remember the next one was the ball plank climber. Remember here, I'm gonna challenge you to start picking it up right away into that speed. Ready, set, here we go. So I'm gonna start getting right into that climber, full out cardio. If you're not ready for that cardio, just keep marching it out. Either way, I want you moving that knee toward that ball. Awesome work, team. Notice my arms are straight. Notice I'm maintaining position. My eyes are straight down so I can make sure that I'm centered as I go. Can you step it up a little bit more with that speed? We still got 3, 2, 1. Yes, we are almost done. Remember that ball above you. Remember that side plank. Remember, for those with the feet together, I'm not letting you rest. Let's hold. If you want an extra challenge, only if you want an extra challenge, can you drop that hip and bring it back up. So notice I'm dropping the hip, nothing else is moving. This is very important. So when you drop that hip down, Make sure that your entire body is as still as it can be to ensure that you're not going to lose that ball as you go. Otherwise, if you cannot move that hip, keep it where it's at. Almost there. Woo. Last one, quick conversion over. Remember, this is the last one of the core round, so I want to make sure you finish strong. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Yes. If and when you are ready, remember those hip drops all the way up and all the way down. What I want to prevent you is resting on the way down. It's really just a tap. That's all it is. It's just a tap and then a return as we move. Looking really good. Let's finish strong. Breathe. We are almost there. Keep those legs straight. Keeping that elbow on the ground strong. 3, 2, 1, and whew, you get 90 seconds of rest. Awesome work. So in these 90 seconds, we're gonna start doing another challenge. We're gonna do 2 rounds. We're gonna work on some legs. We're gonna work on some rotation. Still using that medicine ball. You'll notice that we're still gonna use a little bit of the mat, but not so much. But what I want us to do here is I want to make sure that we are prepped and ready to go, because we're going to start right away what we call our iso lunge hold. The first round is going to be 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and then we'll convert from there, okay? So, like I said, I want to make sure that you feel good, that you're ready to go. Make sure to give yourself that self-test from a 1 to a 5. 1 is, hey Lewis, this is really easy. 5 is, hey Lewis, this is really hard. So you already noticed after that first core round how you feel, and you're gonna know whether you need to step it up in this next round, if you need to bring it down a notch, or if you're good where you're at, okay? So, remember, we're gonna be using that medicine ball. We're gonna start with what's called an iso hold lunge, and what that means is you're just gonna hold that position in an isometric position at all times. You're not gonna move, but I will have you move the ball. So, notice once again, I'm gonna start with my right leg back, my left leg forward, and what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna have you hold, and you're just gonna come up, and you're not gonna move. The only thing that's gonna move is gonna be that ball as you come up and down, okay? So you still got 8 seconds. Let me make sure I got 90 degree in those angles, and when you come up, the knee is just a few inches above the ground. Here we go, so you're just holding, and when you're ready, go ahead and bring that ball up, and that ball back down. Nice. Remember, if you're starting to shake already, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I wanna make sure that you're staying strong, and I wanna make sure that it feels good to you as you do this. If it's way too hard to move the ball, you're more than welcome just to keep it in front of you, or as I'm doing now, just keep it to the chest, okay? But if you're able to move, keep going. Last couple seconds, drop that knee, be careful. Now, we're gonna get up right away. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a wood chop. Now, watch me as I start first, starting from the left knee just below the knee, finishing nice and tall above the head, rinse and repeat. Up and back. Think of like a golf swing, all right? So, position, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, so all the way up, back to starting position. This is what we call here our athletic stance. Before we explode up, to make sure I have proper position as I go. Notice that I'm just throwing that ball up, and then my arms are as straight as I can get them. So, throwing it almost like I'm trying to throw it out of my hands, but not quite all the way, all right? Beautiful work. Always resetting, up, last couple seconds, beautiful. Yes, we're gonna do the other side of that lunge. So what that means now is that left knee is going back, that ball right in front of you, and we're gonna bring it up and down, okay? How are we feeling so far? Are we starting to feel a burn? That's what I thought, I know you are. So, arms are straight ahead, last couple seconds, go ahead and hold. When you're ready, go ahead and start to move that ball all the way up and all the way down. Remember, you should start feeling a burn in those legs. This is the point of the isometric hold. I'm challenging you in a different way. Make sure your glutes are activated. This will help you to maintain your stability. And remember, if that ball is getting way too hard to hold or to move, just keep it in front of you or you can drop it. Ready? Yes. Back to those wood chops. Once again, now we're going from the right side. Let me step back a little bit more. Throwing it up to the sky. So now from left to right. Okay? And these are actually called upward wood chops, just to want to be clear, because I'm going from low to high. So, once again, ready? There we go, all the way up. down. Remember, each time, reset. Athletic position or athletic stance, explode up. Arms stay straight. Think of a golf swing, but the difference is you don't got a club in your hand. You got a medicine ball or whatever weight you have. But always reset. Notice my feet are as straight as I can get them. When I rotate up, my foot will rotate and then all the way back. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Drop the ball quickly, shake the hands. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a pulse squat to jump. Specifically 5 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, jump, 5 pulses. I know, I'm ready to burn you out today. So, last couple seconds. Ready? We'll do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jump. Awesome work. Notice those pulses are small, but they're definitely gonna feel it. Jump. Count on your own. Make sure you go faster than me or slower than me, but always make sure you get back into that 90-degree position. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Now, we're gonna do what's called a straight wood chop. Almost the same thing we just did with the regular wood chop, but this time, the ball stays in front of me. Rotate to the right, back to center. Rotate to the right, back to center. Notice the opposite foot. Athletic stance, arms, rotate to the right and back. Notice that when I turn, I go quick. I come back and reset slow. I would like you to do this to make sure that you're maximizing your work as you go. But always keeping that ball at 90 degrees or at shoulder level. Excuse me, always at shoulder level. Try not to drop it. If it gets hard, keep it to the chest, but keep twisting if it starts to get too hard. Last couple. Yes, now, check this out. We're gonna do pull squats again. We're gonna do a drop burpee. What that means is 5 pull squats. After the 5th one, pop down and back. If it's too hard to pop back with the ball, don't you put your hands on the ball. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's start together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop down quickly, return. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop down. If it's too hard to use the ball when you do the burpee, drop. You're more than welcome to have the hands on the ground like I do now. Then pick that ball back up. But make sure you're still doing your 5 pulses as you go. Almost there. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Good. All right, remember doing a straight wood chop, but to the left side. And we're almost gonna be done with this first round here. Notice the feet are shoulder width. Once again, twist straight across you. Too hard, keep it to the chest. You ready? Here we go. Twist. 1, twist. 2. Make sure when you twist that you're quick. Notice I return back always to my athletic stance to make sure I get proper reset. How straight can you keep those arms as you go? If the arms are starting to get tired, you know what to do. You can twist those, bend those elbows a little bit as well. It is all good. But make sure to keep twisting straight across. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Take a breath. Yes. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Yes, only 1 minute of rest. Drink water if you need it now, because we're going to get started again. Why am I cutting down the rest period in between? Because I know you guys are at home. You want to work out. You want to continue to do what you got to do. So I want to make sure we're giving ourselves an effective workout. So I'm only giving you a minute of rest. We're going to do everything one more time. And then you get to go home. Well, you're already home, but you get to go and relax. And we'll finish with a final cool down. Cool? So with 25 seconds left, let's reset again. And guess what? I decided to step up the work 10 seconds more. So we're going to do 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Just because I love you so much. All right, so remember again, we're going to start with that iso hold in that lunge. Either bringing the ball up and down or just holding. Let's see what I got. And my glutes are starting to burn. Last couple seconds, you ready? Here we go. So you should already be up and holding. Notice the 90 degrees. Arms up, all the way down slow. Beautiful work. Remember, notice my upright position. It's very important to keep as tall as you can in that upper body. Try to keep those knees at 90 degrees as much as you can. If you're really starting to get tired, rest when you need to. That's either by holding it here, or if you need to drop that knee, but try not to drop your knee, because I want to make sure you can hold for the full 40 seconds. We are almost there, I promise, that we're about to finish with these iso lunges on the right side. Nice, drop it. Oh, that burned me out. I should have burned you out, okay? So, remember that upward wood chop. Round 2, remember how we started. All the way up and all the way back, okay? So, let me see if you can step it up a little bit more as you're throwing it and driving it to the sky. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Drive it up, athletic stance. Drive it up, athletic stance. Where are your arms? How do your arms feel as you're blasting those arms and that ball in the air? Make sure to not let it go, but remember, you're looking for speed and power. Starting position, ending position, return. Beautiful work, team. Way to move. Can you step it up a little bit more for these last 15 seconds? So I'm just gonna go a little bit quicker, because I'm really starting to feel it in my obliques, and of course, my entire body. Last couple seconds. Yes. Let's go ahead and switch sides. We're gonna do that iso lunge on the left side. I know what you're thinking. Hey, Lewis, why'd you make this so easy? I'm just kidding. I know that. We're working hard. So make sure we got the 90 degrees. Make sure that ball's straight in front of you. And hold it for the full 40. Ready? Let's go. So let's hold it. Hang out. Remember, start moving that ball above your head. And take your time. Nice work. Yes, I am activating my glutes as much as I can. Just to give you a heads up, my left glute, of course, is on fire because that's the one that's keeping me from dropping to the ground. So once again, try to keep that 90 degree in both knees, but especially maintain stability on that left side. How you feeling? This one's pretty easy. 10 seconds to go. Remember, too hard, hold it here, but try not to drop the knee. You are about to finish with these lunges. Take a deep breath. Woo, good, nice work. We're gonna do that upward wood chop on the left side. Remember, starting to the right, finishing to the left. I'm looking for speed, but do not sacrifice technique or form, all right? Are we both on the same page? Good, let's get ready. Athletic stance, let's go. All the way up, return. Now, as people start to get tired, they'll start to lose control of that medicine ball. So remember, you always reset on that knee to ensure that you're in the right position. Because if you don't reset, I guarantee you, you're gonna start losing that form. So once again, I'm right at that knee, explode up. Right at the knee, explode up. Looking really good, team. And I need you to finish strong as we go. Breathe. Rotate. Breathe. Rotate. Can you finish? Almost there. Yes. You remember those jump squats? You remember those pulsed jumps? Yep, we're going to do those again. I want 5 pulses. I want 1 jump. Okay? The pulse, remember, the less the better. So you can get that burn. 5 pulses, 1 jump. Let's start together. Ready? Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jump. Keep going. Count on your own. 4, 5. Remember, if these are really starting to hurt your knees, do not go down as low. Just go as low as it feels good to you. Keep your chest out at all times. Notice my elbows stay up, so I make sure that ball is to my chest. And notice that I have small pulses. That's all I need are small pulses as I go. Almost there, team, I promise. Last couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Shake those legs out. Remember the straight wood chop. Going to the right. Remember, it stays at shoulder level. Athletic stance, twist, rotate that foot. How you feeling out there? You good? We're gonna start in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Twist. Remember, the twist is quick. return with control. Rotate quick, return with control. Beautiful. Keep that upright position. Shoulders in back pockets, so not rounding the back. Keeping strong at all times. Keep those feet when you return. Back straight, always reset. And is that ball at shoulder level? You know what to do. It's too hard. Keep that ball close to the chest, but keep rotating. Let's go, you're almost there. Twist, couple more. Twist, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Remember, those pull squat to burpees, we are almost done. And we're gonna do, once again, 5 pulses to 1 burpee drop, okay? So, are you ready? You know I'm ready. We're gonna start together. Remember that 5 pulse to that burpee drop. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drop. Return back to that proper squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drop. Yes, again, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drop. Remember, if it's too hard to do, with the ball in hand as you go down, notice my hands are on the ground as well, just to make sure that I have that proper position so I don't feel like I'm gonna lose my balance. 10 seconds to go. Don't forget your 5 pull squats and that drive. You're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Woo. Finishing off with that wood chop to the left. This is your last one of this workout. Make sure you finish strong. Are you ready? You know I'm ready. After this, we're gonna cool down. So, remember once again, where are your feet? Twist to the left, return. Ready? Let's go. Twist. Twist. Beautiful. Always return back to center. Twist as much as possible. Nice. Whatever you do, finish and show me what you got. As we're gonna finish with this last workout here, this last exercise, and then it's right to the cool down. Yes, keep going. Can you go a little bit faster? Maintaining your position. When you return, last 8 seconds. Beautiful work. 3, 2, 1, and woo. Give yourself a big round of applause. Way to work, team. Way to push. From here, go ahead and grab some water. And we're gonna finish with a 4-minute cool down, okay? If you haven't grabbed water, you better get it now. So you can see that in each workout, I am working out with you because I want to set the example for you, number 1. And number 2, I know that if I'm pushing myself, then I know that you're pushing yourself as well. Cool? So, how do you feel about doing a cool little cool down? Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna actually have you start since you're already on the ground because we were so tired that we dropped to the floor for some water. I'm gonna go ahead and get you to start on your back. All right, so let's go ahead and go on that back. We want those legs nice and straight. And from here, what I want you to do is go ahead and shake those knees out a little bit. Just because those legs are probably still burning from all those pull squats we've been doing. So all I want you to do is just bounce them around a little bit. Then from here, make sure your feet are straight. We're gonna reach as far as we can forward. If you can touch your toes, great. If you can't, whatever is comfortable, you can grab your shins or you can just touch the floor. But notice that my legs are as straight as they can be. We're gonna hold it for 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now from here, go ahead and bring that, actually I'm sorry, I'm gonna start with our right leg. Right leg over left knee. Notice I get it close to me. Notice my opposite elbow comes over that knee. I'm gonna twist. Now make sure you twist to what feels good to you. You don't wanna be hurting your low back or your T-spine, so make sure that you just rotate until you feel that max that feels comfortable. And I just want you to hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and switch sides. Same thing. So right knee over left foot. Obviously, I'm going to be looking away from you, but make sure that you twist. So now you can see it from how it looks from the back. And notice that elbow is against that knee, and I'm just twisting as far as it feels comfortable. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Back. Now notice my knee is still here and my leg is still here. Why? Because I'm going to drop back and I'm going to get right into a figure 4 stretch. So notice I'm just going to bend that right knee. My left foot is still on top of that knee. Bring my leg up. Notice my arms go right through so I can pull my right leg. And then go ahead and pull as much as you can. Relax. Take a deep breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and drop your knee. We're going to go ahead and do that other side. So that right leg comes up, comes over, so that right foot is on top of the right knee. Bring that left knee up or leg. Go ahead and pull with those arms as much as you can, or make sure that feels good. Go ahead and breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice work. From here, go ahead and drop both knees. Notice that they're still bent. And from here, I'm going to give myself a big hug because I deserve it. So nice big hug. Notice that my head is close to my knees. And just go ahead and breathe. Go ahead and close your eyes. Just think about the awesome work you did today. Way to push. Way to commit to the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and drop those knees. We're going to turn all the way around to all fours. Yes, we're going to do our child's pose because it's one of my favorites. Make sure your knees are just outside hip width. Notice my arms are nice and straight. Come all the way down, relax, and breathe. Let those hips drop and sink until they're touching those heels or as close as they can. Take a deep breath in, out. Deep breath in, out. Beautiful. I'm going to slowly come all the way up. From here, I'm going to have you walk until your hands are all the way up to your feet. Go ahead and come up slowly. From here, we're going to finish off, as I always like to do, with our final movement with those feet together. Hands to heart. I'm going to have you come all the way up to the sky. All the way down, open those arms. Go ahead and let those arms drop. Last 10 seconds here and we'll be done. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up slow as you can. Take your time. And give yourself a big round of applause. Way to work today. I am so glad that I can give you a workout. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Please make sure to send any comments that you have on how I can get better, because we're always trying to do a little bit more as we go. Once again, have a great, awesome rest of the day. We are TRX. Make sure if you're doing your own videos at home and if you're recording them, make sure to hashtag TRX at home so that you guys can be involved in all the stuff that we're doing. Otherwise, we'll see you again soon. Make sure to check out our online schedule and have a great rest of your day. Peace out, TRX. We love you.